What will shopping look like in 2050? Researcher Micol Mieli explores this question through a unique study exploring the visions of Helsingborg residents.
For this study, I used a creative method called story completion method. I asked 23 participants to write fictional stories about a shopping trip in Helsingborg in 2050, imagining how the city and the technologies might evolve. I gave them a writing prompt and I encouraged them to unleash their imagination. It was fascinating to see how participants imagined the future. Most of the technologies they talked about, like AI recommendations, smart glasses, virtual fitting rooms, beacon technologies, are things we already have today. But what really stood out was to see how algorithms have become a pervasive influence, especially in terms of personalization and integration into everyday life.
Participants wrote about how smart and connected technologies would make shopping faster, more efficient, and optimized. However, a few also highlighted a tension between personalization and the loss of human connection. In one of the stories, as the writer walked in his favorite shopping street, his smartwatch notified him that there was an item at a nearby store that his mother would like. But while the personalized suggestion was great, it also scared him.
This story really stuck with me. It shows how technology can be both helpful and alienating at the same time. The participant reflected that the recommendation made him feel like he was losing the personal touch of choosing a present, that the AI system knew his mother better than he did.
More intriguing than the technologies themselves were the social transformations participants imagined, like the disappearance of currencies, the normalization of relationships with virtual humans, the fading of privacy concerns when interacting with smart technologies. The city had also changed in these imagined futures. Some envisioned a smarter city, with more technologies integrated in the cityscape, like 3D advertisement boards and holograms, while others imagined the consequences of climate change. In one story, the once familiar skyline of Helsingborg had transformed, with towering structures emerging from the water and connected by high-tech underwater pathways. People glided into underwater transparent tubes, getting breathtaking views of marine life as they sped towards their destination.
What was most striking was the absence of human interaction and the feeling of isolation that transpired, although not so many of the participants reflected on it. The streets were often empty, traffic was non-existent, and store clerks were replaced by robots.
One participant wrote, "I do miss the personal interactions. It's been a while since I've had a conversation with a store clerk, made greetings, or wished someone a good day. I miss those days." The future is created in the space between what we perceive as inevitable and what we individually and collectively desire. These stories expose both anxieties and hopes in an increasingly algorithmic world. While Helsingborg served as a case study, a mid-sized Swedish city working towards becoming a smart city, the insights challenge us to consider. As technologies increasingly filter our choices and curate our experiences, what happens to human curiosity, serendipity, and genuine choice?